I believe that how you handle criticism will largely determine how successful you are. For example, when someone gives you constructive criticism, do you lose your shit and get mad at them, or do you actually consider what they have to say and think, how can I use this to improve? Because no matter what you may think, if someone is saying something, a lot of other people are probably thinking the same thing. So if someone calls you out on something, it's likely that a lot of other people think that about you. And yeah, sometimes someone might just be saying something to get under your skin and it might not really mean anything. But when someone is giving you criticism or hate, really take some time to think about it. And think, is there some substance to what they're saying? Because there's a good chance that there might be.
Okay, I've addressed many type of criticism a lot of criticism on this channel, right? You feel me? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I've addressed so much, almost every corner of criticism that I've gotten, I've kind of addressed it on this channel in a certain way, right? And this will be the video to really kind of, I guess, let it come around full circle, if you will. But I mean, without criticism, how you gonna get better?
I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right. I am the ballad in your box, the bullet in the gun, the inner glow that let you know to call your brother son. The story that just begun, the promise of what's to come. And I'ma remain a soldier till the war is won. Chop, 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 you don't flip. Chop, 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 you don't flip. Chop, chop, chop.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back. And I said welcome back to yet another video. So this video is going to be about criticism, right? Look, y'all, there's good criticism and bad criticism, and it's really up to you to figure out what's really good or not, right? People get criticism for literally anything or in everything that they do. Well, not everything, but like in the field, if that makes any sense. Like you could get criticized in sports, which you could do better on. You could get criticized in art. You could get criticized at work. You get criticized in how you're acting. Like criticism, there's a balance to it, so that it's something that's necessary. It really is. It's something that I find is necessary. Criticism is it's important to have it. It really is. I would definitely say that. It's kind of one of those things where it's like you may not like it, but at the same time you'll understand it. You know what I mean? Um Depending. And don't get me wrong, like I said, there's good criticism and bad criticism. Bad criticism I'll be like is very disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? It's very disrespectful to me. That's what I think bad criticism is. There's a way to criticize people and not being disrespectful to it. You know what I mean? Like there's a way to keep it real, but not being disrespectful. Or like don't use being disrespectful as keeping it real or addressing criticism. Like nobody's gonna listen to your message that way at all. I like duh, right? You feel me? Like there's a way to talk to people. There's a way to criticize people. Um, and also bad criticism will probably be like it. Say they're blatantly wrong. Like 100% that they're wrong in everything that they say. Like you have your own mind to know whether somebody is being wrong or not, and they give you like bad criticism, like bad advice, bro. Common sense will tell you do not listen to this individual. That's bad criticism, right? That really is. Um, Good criticism to me is delivering it in a very respectful tone. I would definitely say that. And people who actually know what they're talking about when it comes to it. And your own mind, you believe this man or woman is telling me what's correct. I dance, right? You feel me? And when it comes to dancing, of course, you get criticism. So one dance I was doing, I was doing too much, if that makes any sense. I was doing way too much and it didn't go to the flow of the dance. And somebody who is a trained dancer, right? Somebody who was a trained dancer gave me criticism on that and I did better. I did better on it. I listened and I did better, right? Somebody at work a while back gave me criticism about something, right? You know what I'm saying? And I felt like it was wrong. I felt like it was unjustified. Like I don't think it was the correct criticism. So when I talked to him about it, he looked at me and was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Sean. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to da da da." You feel me? That's not necessarily what's it called? He delivered it in a way that wasn't that well either. So I told him about that, and he apologized. That's bad criticism, y'all. That's bad criticism. But there is a mix of both, right? You feel me? Some people could be delivering the criticism in bad way, in like a terrible way, but yet it be right. You know what I'm saying? But like I'm saying, right? If you really want to hear the words that somebody has to say, that's up to you. It really is. So yeah. And how do you take criticism? Like I said, respectfully. I would definitely say that. I feel like you should take criticism very respectfully. Very respectfully. 1000%. I don't what? Now they're being disrespectful, then the sky's the limit of what you can do back. But the best way to take criticism is work on what you can do, figure out what the problem is, you know what I'm saying, and do better. And if they figured it out before you, then and if they let you know, boom, there you go. So, in my personal account, right, criticism, me giving out criticism, it could be very frustrating to do. Sometimes, if say somebody did something that I'm not a fan of, right, you feel me? You could see it in my face, my body language, but more or less, I don't think I'm gonna tell you. Like, I don't know. I feel like when I tell people my problems, I feel like it just causes more issues, more random issues. That's why I tend to just kind of be like, okay, you know what I mean? So that's how I be feeling. But I have had certain situations, right, of when I told people my grievances, my problems, and gave people a criticism for how they treated me or acted. And all of a sudden they act like I'm the second coming of Satan. You know what I'm saying? They act like I'm such this big bad guy. Like I remember I told somebody, yo, I don't really feel comfortable with you doing this. Can you stop? Multiple times actually. And all of a sudden I'm getting lashed out at like I'm the second coming of Satan. I felt like I was respectful. I felt like I didn't cause any problems or no issues, but all of a sudden I'm just this big issue because I criticized one thing that you did. One thing that you did. Can you believe it? I criticized one thing that you did more than once, that is, and I'm still a problem. I'm still a problem. I'm this, that, and the third because I criticized you for one thing, and it was warranted as well. That's not how you don't take criticism. That's how you don't take criticism, right? Like, bro, on some real stuff, right? You feel me? If you lash out at people who are respectfully critical of you, bro, I'm sorry for you. I really cannot. I just can't. I really can't. If you assert boundaries with someone and they just lash out at you, bro, they're not worth being in your life anyway. On some real stuff, if they get irritated or mad with you because they did something that bothered you and you let them know about it, there's nothing more to the conversation that needs to be had. There's nothing more for this relationship. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's how you don't take criticism, like I just said. I feel like I hit the nail on a lot of these topics, or like a lot of the points that I was just talking about. Yeah, when I was younger, I'm not gonna lie, I hated criticism. I really did. Like, dang. Because I was a little baby. You feel me? Like I didn't want nobody to tell me I was wrong or anything like that. Um, but it was much needed. I would definitely say that. Um, as I've gotten older, how do I take it now? I feel like I just said it before, but I'll say it again. Why not? I take it respectfully. You know what I'm saying? I'll use that and make it better. You know what I'm saying? But if it's bad criticism, because like I said, I do have a mind of my own. At the end of the day, if it's like something stupid that they're telling me, you feel me, which has happened, then I'll just blatantly ignore it. I'll blatantly ignore it and continue to do what I do, or feel how I feel, or think how I think. It's common sense. So yeah. But how do you know if it's credible criticism or not credible? That's up to you at the end of the day. It really is. It really kind of is up to you. It's kind of up to you, like what you think, how you feel. It really kind of is.
I almost forgot to say this. Don't give criticism at a dumb time. Like seriously, if it's a very inappropriate time to give some criticism, don't give it at a bad time. Don't give it at a very stupid time that's just gonna make the situation worse. Make sure it's well timed. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Also, when taking criticism, don't be so emotional with it. Please don't be emotional. Please, oh God, don't be emotional with it. Don't showcase that it bothers you, bro. Don't showcase that it's really, really, really negatively affecting you, bro. You feel me? Just be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And continue with the video.
I'm gonna leave it off with this, right? Another thing that I never liked about criticism is kind of within myself. I used to hate that I did even bad enough to even receive criticism than the person who actually gave it to me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I had felt. Um, like dang, I messed up. Dang, I was so like I said, I've been hard on myself in many different ways. I've really been like really hard on myself, and that's not a good way to live. And I promised myself that I'll get out of that. I really did. And not gonna cap, I'm still kind of in that a bit. Like, I'm like, dang, I'm so stupid. Dang, I'm such an idiot. You feel me? But I need to stop beating myself up. I do. I need to stop beating myself up. That's how it is. That's how you don't take criticism. You don't beat yourself up for it. You don't beat up nobody. You just try your best to improve. Okay, so that was the end of the video. Hope y'all really got something from this. I don't know if y'all did. I hope y'all did. And yeah.